that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure foe. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated folk. You came prepared, now get ready for the show. Yo, what up, friends? Welcome back to another edition of Ball and Buds. Yes, today we are here for the NCAA March Madness. Yes, it is madness, baby. One of the best sporting, events, I should say. I was going to say weeks in the year, BG, but this goes more than a week, obviously. It goes 3 weeks. So we have 3 weeks of glorious college basketball, starting with the opening weekend, which we know is some of the most fun TV you can watch. People take days off from work just to watch the opening days of the tournament. And you know I had to be blessed by one of my brothers joining me today here, making sure he's bringing that expert college beat mind for you. My brother from the Audible podcast, Bobby G. What's good, homie?
What's up, man? Appreciate you for having me once again. And hey, man, let's get the people what they want, man.
Yes, sir. Let them know where they can find you first, please.
Hey, first shout out Network 216. Find me like you did earlier today, Mondays and Wednesdays. Me and the homie Big Mike from the Man Cave. Game Time 216, which is all Cleveland all day.
Even though it's Cleveland, I still like it. It's fun.
I mean, we talk a little bit everything. You know, we question street chat. We got I swear we got the best chat on that show. It's hilarious. And then of course, Tuesday nights you can catch me with the guys in the rec room. Tuesday nights talking all sports, and of course, Thursday and Friday, Audible Sports Podcast and Audible Thursday night post game show. We decided to run it through the entire off season this year, so you catch me, Mar, and April, the Jets girl, doing that, and then of course, through the graces of the Most High, you can catch me Thursday with the guys from the Rec Room Sports Hub on Rec Room Sports Radio, and that is every Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Jacksonville, 690 a.m.
Excuse me, sir. Can you say it a little louder for the people in the back that could not hear you, my friend? Let them know where you're at again right now, superstar.
Yes, Thursdays from 4 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. You can catch me and the rest of the crew, K Witt, Jada MIC, Scott Kolb, Alan Perales, and the rest of the crew on ESPN Radio, Jacksonville, 690 a.m.
Woo! ESPN Radio, salute and blessings. That is amazing. Happy that y'all are moving up, and that is great news. Y'all definitely make sure you tap in with them, and definitely tap in with the Audible podcast, Audible Sports, all that. We'll get a comment in here. Oh, my brother Dan, I haven't talked to you in so long, my friend. Hope you and the family are doing well. Blessings to you. Another veteran here. I actually worked with him in the Mission Continues, which is a veteran organization, volunteer organization. And so we worked together in the Nashville platoon, but then he had a baby and he had to go take care of things. So salute. Hope the baby is doing well, and hope to see you soon, my friend. Yes, get your picks from here as well. We're going to break down the whole bracket for you. All right. Thank y'all for everybody tuning in. Again, make sure you tap in with Bobby G and the Audible podcast and all of the rest of the crew. We are going to kick this bad boy off. Make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS on YouTube. Handy QR code up there at the top. If you scan that, it'll take you to the link tree where you can find all of our socials. You can follow us on Instagram, so on and so forth. Cool. What's good, Can Tizzle? My brother, shout out to Canteen and Flow at the Bottom Line Sports. Y'all tap in with the Bottom Line Sports. Saw they had a show the other day, so they talk all the sports as well. All right, cool. So as we said, we do have March Madness, one of the greatest times of year, and obviously it's because you have 64 teams that are in a one and done tournament. You lose, you go home, you win, you continue on for the glory and the gusto. And the other thing that makes this so great, as we both know, is the fact that so many crazy things can happen in March Madness. Just, I mean, from buzzer beaters, which is just, kind of a smaller thing, to some of the crazier things. So I did. I want you to check with me on this list. I went to AI and I asked my AI. His name is Atlas. Shout out Atlas. Yes, I do talk to my AI.
Teddy Atlas.
Weird. There you go. And I asked him for the craziest moments in March Madness history. So here, spit out. I'm just gonna do the top 5.
Okay.
Number 5, Steph Curry in 2008 as a Davidson Wildcat 10 seed, going to the Elite 8, averaging 33 points a game.
Okay.
Number 4, Loyola Chicago. We remember Sister Jean. May she rest in peace. She passed away a few months ago, actually. Loyola Chicago made that Final Four run as an 11 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, everyone knows this one very well. Christian Laettner's legendary buzzer beater, thrown from the other end of the court, turn around, fadeaway jumper to win the game, and what probably was what put him on Team USA over Shaq, as you so rightly pointed out the other day.
Yeah, or he just got the AAWV vote.
That too. But although I think that could be 2, but they have at number 2 Villanova's perfect championship game in 1985 as an 8 seed, the lowest seed ever to win a national championship, stunned the Georgetown Hoyas, shooting 79%. Yes, I said 79% from the field.
Yep, that was 4 corners offense, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then number 1, I'm sure you can guess it. What is it, my friend?
Number 1 tournament, it would have to be Jimmy V and NC State.
No. They got the 16-1. They got when UMBC beat. But you're right though. That one should have been up there. Wait, is that what? I wonder if that's on the list here. They got it at number 7. Jim Valvano. They got it at number 7. I didn't do the whole top 10.
Right.
But number 1, they got the UMBC. Okay. Although that might not be number 1 though. I don't know.
What do you think? Can I be mad at this that you put? I can't be mad that you put in the 16-1. It's happened so few times. So I guess I can accept that. But yeah, Jimmy V did that. That has to be top 5. That has to be top 5.
Again, I didn't do this, so don't say me. AI that did this.
Teddy Atlas AI.
This is Atlas AI made this list, but yes, I agree with you.
Curry was at 5, right?
Curry was a 5. Yeah, I wouldn't have put that in the top 5.
Who's at 6?
Let's see. 6 is where I moved away from it. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. All right, number 6 is Texas Western in 1966 with the 5 starting
first
5
all black squad.
Mm-hmm. Number 8 is actually Virginia's redemption story, coming back and winning the championship after losing. Number 9, Dunk City, Florida Gulf. Wow, that's in the top 10. Florida Gulf Coast Eagles a few years ago. Holy shinobis! That was in 2013.
Yeah, it wasn't that far. I mean, it
was, but it wasn't. 13 years ago, bro. It seems like yesterday.
Dunk you.
Bro. What?
Dunk you.
That's crazy. Yeah. And then the number 10 is the second 16-1, Fairleigh Dickerson over Purdue. So I don't know that I agree totally with that list.
I feel like Tyus Edney should be in there.
Come on,
buzzer beater.
Speak to me, baby.
Yeah, you got to make room
to me.
For that.
Hey, clap. Let's go, UCLA. Yes, bringing up one of the greatest memories I've ever had in sports.
Yeah, as much as I hate this squad, and it's actually the first time I cried watching a sporting. No, not second time I cried watching a sporting event. You have to put the Duke upset of undefeated UNLV.
Okay. Yep.
You got to put that in there.
The Running Rebels. Yeah, you got to get that up there. I agree with that.
They were about to make history.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I would definitely put those 2 in the top 10. I would let's see, Jimmy V's already there. Is there anything else I would potentially put? Just for me, because it's one of my personal favorite moments. I would find a way to put John Wallace's championship game in there against Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you watched our Audible show, we did top 10 performances from Final Four runs for players who didn't quite pan out in the NBA, and that was one like that. What he did against that Kentucky squad, which had Walter McCarty, Ron Mercer, Derek Anderson, Tony, like it was that bomb Kentucky squad.
Walter McCarty is a wild throwback name.
Yeah, but it was that squad, like that Kentucky squad that had 9 NBA players on it. Before it became commonplace to stack your squad. And then, of course, they were coached by Pitino, and like John Wallace literally almost beat them by himself. Yeah, that was so. I don't know, but it is what it is. Shout out to Teddy Atlas AI.
Shout out to Teddy Atlas AI out here. That's tremendous. All right, cool. No, I just thought that was. I love using the AI because it can always just generate really good things for you pretty easily. But anyways, look, man. There's some powerhouses we're dealing with in this right now. 5 teams in particular, Duke, Michigan, Arizona, Purdue, Houston, were all national title favorites at some point during the season.
Correct.
Duke is the current favorite, and this is coming from DraftKings with a plus 300 odds, followed by Michigan at plus 360 and Arizona at plus 390. Defending national champion Florida, the 4th number 1 seed is a plus 750, me, and no other team has odds shorter than plus 1,000. So what we're seeing here is pretty much DraftKings is saying these teams that we have at the top are very dominating. And we also see this on the women's side. I did my women's bracket, and it was the same thing. It was chalk all the way through pretty much because you're just so dominant up top. So what do you think about that? How do you feel about these number 1 seeds that we got going on this year? Do you think they were ranked correctly? Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I think the ones for the most part, that's what are pretty accurate. These a team like Michigan was undefeated for a good chunk of the season. Duke, same, like they've all been up there, and they kind of all played each other, right? So you've had some great regular season matchups. So not mad at that at all. But I think it isn't kind of like that every year, though. You got the team. What I think is different about this year and what's going to be the separator this year, I think you finally have spread out individual performers that are going to be able to carry. Like I think AJ DeBance is going to carry BYU. So if I think A-Cuff is going to be able to carry. So I think there's more. Right. I think we're going to see some superstars made in this tourney that are going to have their chance to shine against these great teams.
No, completely right. You mentioned a few of the, and we'll talk about this. I want to save this for last, but I do want to talk a little bit about those young gunners that are going to be in the NBA draft, some of those better players. So we'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, you're completely right. You do have the AJ. I won't even bring up the Kansas guy because I heard your vitriol today. I didn't know how you felt about him till earlier, so I'm just gonna keep that away. But there is a lot of young good players. You mentioned a Cuff for Arkansas. What a baller that kid is. Just Phylon from Alabama. You got Anderson who came in to step in for Toppin at Texas Tech.
What's my guy at Illinois? It dropped 40. I forgot his name.
Shit.
Yeah, the guard. I forget his name.
Oh, why am I? Hold on. I'm flunking on it as well. Hold on real quick. Let me look up. Get my rosters up here. Anyways, I should have them. Let's see. Basketball. Indiana basketball. Or Illinois basketball. Excuse me. Roster. You're going to get there before I will. Jeez Louise. I can't even type. I don't know what's going on right now. Let's see. What do we got here? Illinois roster.
Keaton Wagler.
Wagler. That's okay. Yep. Wagler. Got it. Keaton Wagler. Keaton Wagler is one of the top players in the country, as you mentioned. And again, a lot of good young talent. So let's start off. I actually got a little picture here for us. Let me
All right.
throw this up here and see what we got. Oh, okay.
Like working at that, I trivia could like what could have been scarier about this tournament?
What's that?
People forget Cooper Flag should be at Duke right now. Remember, he reclassed. You could have had Cam Boozer and Cooper Flag on this squad.
Very true. Shout out to Rock Chalk. You already know who they rooting for. Kansas fans probably do not want to hear what you have to say about Darren Peterson. She says Peterson is good. But y'all, if you do like true crime, this is the best true crime podcast on YouTube. So y'all check out Rock Chalk True Crime. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
For sure. Will do.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely true crime for sure. So anyways, Jayhawk fan there. So yeah, looking at this here, we'll just go through we'll go through from left to right. So let's start with the East here. Obviously, some of these games, as we're looking at them in our minds, are already going to probably be victories. So let's just look at some of the ones that we are maybe a little more contentious of who someone thinks the winner gonna be. Cool, because I think we both know Duke's gonna beat Siena. I don't think we need to actually go over that.
I mean, really did no.
Wow, I would literally I would run down the hallway with no pants on that I have right now, and in my apartment building. If you really did that would be crazy. Yo. Stop it. I wish I had to stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right. So anyways, let's move to the next one. Number 8, Ohio State versus number 9, TCU. What are your thoughts on this game? Who's your winner here in this first round matchup?
Tough matchup, even matchup. Ohio State is a lot better than people think. And same with TCU. Uncle Scott, shout out to Uncle Scott Cole. PBC was on Game Time earlier. We're just breaking it down. And he likes TCU, and I actually agree with him. I would go TCU for the semi-upset here. 8-9 can go either way. But I would take this to be the first 9 seed to advance to the round of 32.
Yeah, as you mentioned, right, historically, this is a toss-up game. The 8-9, 50-50 on really who's going to win here. Jamie Dixon is a longtime coach. He's done this for a long time, has a lot of experience in college coaching college basketball. So you can never count them out. Ohio State, they finished well. They had some momentum, and then they came in after losing 5 of their previous 9. They ended up winning 4 in a row. Momentum is something that does matter coming into tournaments. Yes. So you could look at that and say you pick Ohio State, but no, I'm going with you and Scott as well. I am picking TCU in the slight upset here. I think that they are just a better collective team all around. All right, cool. Moving it down, I don't think you have North Iowa, but do you have anything there that we may want to talk about?
Yeah, actually, this is an area where a lot of people feel St. John's got screwed. I know there was a lot of talk of people saying Duke got screwed because a lot of people are calling this the toughest region, right? But a lot of people feel no, it was St. John's that really got screwed. Like they should be a higher seed, potentially a 3 seed, and the fact that they may bump into Duke in Sweet 16, could be a real thing. So, I'm not mad at that type of thinking.
I'm actually glad you brought that up because I wasn't going to say anything about this game, but I did have notes on it just in case. And yeah, they are a team that has an argument and a legitimate case to be a 4 seed instead of a 5 seed. Yeah. They tallied 16 wins in quadrants 1 and 2, and only have 1 loss, which was to Providence in the 3 and 4 quadrants. They also obviously won the Big East tournament. Yeah. And look, they're good. They're coached by one of the best coaches of all time, one of the GOATs in this game. And so you can never you can never count out uh, a team coached, by a legend as such.
Right.
Cool. All right. Cool. Let's move it on. Shout out Rock Chalk, Kansas. I have heard some people saying they might choose an upset here. Are you one of these people?
I think actually Scott. Well, I don't think
that was Scott.
He called for
Scott.
the upside, but he said he would not be surprised.
Okay.
Man, it all depends on if your guy's going to play. If Darren Peterson's going to play. And the reason, I mean, sorry, Rock Chalk, you're out there watching this. The reason I'm so tough on this dude, you're from Ohio, bro. We don't birth suckers in Ohio.
Hold him to account.
Yeah, we don't birth suckers in Ohio. Whether it be, I don't care what sports you play, baseball, football, cricket. Yeah, we don't birth suckers in Ohio. We love to compete. We love to play. And for him to be out there and, we see what's happening.
Little side eye. Side eye action.
So, I mean, I don't know. What is he going to come out on fire? He scored like 15 points in the first 16 minutes of the game and then decide I had enough. Like, that's what it's going to depend on. But it's Kansas, they're blue blood. You got to go with them.
Yep, definitely so. And the reason I kept saying legend was because I was blanking on Rick Pitino's name, and I have no clue why I was blanking. Rick Pitino is the coach of St. John's. And believe me, as a Celtics fan, I do know that. I just was blanking. I can't see any way that Kansas loses this game. But there are complaints, Rock Chalk, that Darren Peterson maybe is just not all there for this college basketball season. Take that for what you may. Moving down, Louisville and South Florida. Do you have the upset here?
I think I do.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna be look like an NBA game because both of these teams like to let it fly from three, right? Which is gonna mean we know what 3-pointers mean. Lots of threes means long rebounds. Means it's gonna be an up and down transition game.
Facts.
And when you get into a transition style game, that evens it up for the lower seeded team, right? It takes away the strengths from your favorite. So if it's an up and down game, I like South Florida. Louisville, if they can control the pace, turn it into that not necessarily half court, but just slow down a little bit. They can win. But I like South Florida. I'm going with them.
All right, there you go. The 11-6 upset. And just to let everybody know, because I have stats for everything. The sports professor always comes equipped with the stats. Overall, number 6 seeds have won about 61% of the games against number 11 seeds. But the number 11 seeds have reached the Final Four 5 times. Not saying it's going to be South Florida, but I'm saying you don't count out the number 11 seeds is what I'm saying. Reaching the Final Four 5 times is more than any other double-digit seed in the history of the tournament. So there's your sports professor's fun fact there. Look, I agree with you. I think that they do have a chance. Now, when you're looking at the actual percentages, depending on the sites that you look at, most sites are giving the Cardinals a 65 to 70% chance of winning this game over South Florida. The net ranking for these teams, Louisville is 17th and South Florida was 45th. One thing that South Florida has going against them is they did not play very many great teams. They're only 0-1 against the top 25. So not that Louisville did well. They were 3-6, but at least they played 9 teams in the top 25. So that definitely is something you need to look at as well. Both teams, as you mentioned, I love how you pointed out getting up and down the floor. Both of these teams score over 85 points a game averaging. So both very high scoring teams. And South Florida, I talked about momentum, 10-0 in their last 10 games. So, hey.
And another nugget, remember, Brown from Louisville is dealing with a sore back.
That's right. Yes, he may not play. We do not know if Brown is going to be healthy enough to play yet. That is a good point. Thank you for pointing that out. Canteen says Duke has the most challenging road ahead. That is usually debated, but I think that's what most of the experts had said today. So
yeah.
Rock Chalk depends on which of our teams shows up for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
well at least we admit it. When we are good, we are very good though. Okay, cool.
Basically, translation means when Derek Peterson plays the appropriate amount of minutes.
When he does not, I like how Mike called him AR-15. I like he pulled Anthony Richardson out. That was beautiful. All right, cool. Well, let's move it on down to the next game. I don't think you have North Dakota, so we're good to move on from that, right? Michigan State, Tom Izzo. Do you?
I got the Spartans.
Okay. All right. Now here's one. Look, I am a Bruin fan. Everybody knows I am a UCLA fan. Before I went to the University of Maryland, before I taught at Vanderbilt, I grew up as a kid a UCLA fan since I was a little young boy. So they were one of my first loves. It's going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one, and a lot of people are picking this 10-7 upset for UCF, and I mean a lot of people to the point where it's upsetting me, even though I know that my team has been very up and down this season, and Tyler Bilodeau and Donovan Dent, two of our starters, are both questionable, although they are both said to be playing. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on this game?
This is one of those matchups where, like I said, we need the stars to shine, right? If UCLA wants to avoid that upset bug, Donovan is not only going to have to play, he's going to have to show up and show out, right?
Facts.
I think a lot of people have him as, at worst, one of the top 7 point guards in the country. Fair to say. So yeah, you went to a big time school to be a big time player, then let's see it. But on the other side, UCF, they got dogs. They got dogs over there. They got dogs. They're hungry. And
not wrong at all.
Yeah, with UCLA being banged up, a tough team can take advantage of that. I'm calling another upset here. I'm going UCF.
Woo, UCF with the upset here for Bobby G. Look, man, if I was not a UCLA fan, I'm telling you, I would probably pick UCF. I would probably be picking UCF in this game. I am worried about this game, very worried. Not only because the health of Bilodeau and Dent, even though, again, they're both supposed to play. It doesn't matter. Even if you're at limited mobility, still can hinder your game, especially in March Madness when everybody's hyped up. The game moves a lot faster. There's more at stake. You got to be at 100% a lot of the times. And luckily, they are two of the best players in the country. So if they do come in at 75%, you're hoping they're still better than some of your backups. But that still doesn't mean that you can beat a UCF team, which, as you mentioned earlier, is one of those low seeds that can get the ball up and down the floor, that can make a three when needed. So, we'll see what happens here. Again, if I was not a UCLA fan, I would be picking UCF, but I'm not going to do that to my team. And I think we can at least win one game, especially if we have Dent and Bilodeau. This team Mick Cronin coach team has been bipolar all year long. I don't expect us to make a long run, but I'm hoping we can at least win this game. All right, moving it down to the bottom one there. UConn and Furman. I don't think either one of us have Furman, correct?
Furman.
Furman.
UConn.
What was Bueller? Bueller. I know as a movie buff, I know you like some Bueller, right? Bueller. That's tremendous. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. Moving on to the next one. We got the South there in the middle. Both of us have Florida. Not even going to stop there. Number 8, number 9, Clemson, Iowa. Now, this is, again, 8-9 game, our toss-ups. What are you thinking with this game? A lot of people are choosing the upset here for Clemson. I mean, for Iowa. My bad.
This is.
It's not much of an upset as we talked about, though.
Yeah, but it's just one of those tough ones. It's flip a coin. In this one, I'm going with Clemson. win I think this will just be a close competitive game. It'll be one of those classic tournament games. It has a chance to be a game of the day, you know.
Let's talk about not momentum though. Both of these teams, Clemson 4-6, Iowa 3-7 in the last 10. Talk about stumbling into the tournament. Also, we have to think about another significant injury here. I know you mentioned Mikel Brown earlier for Louisville. Clemson has Carter Welling, their superstar forward, who is out and is not going to be playing in this game. So that's something that's going to be taken into account as well. Net rankings, Clemson's 34th in the country. Iowa is 27th. So I am, I'm gonna go with Iowa. I'm gonna go with Iowa in this one as well. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take that upset, and I think that Iowa can probably. I don't want to say push them around,
right?
But I think
they got size, bigger team,
right. So
it doesn't matter. Whoever wins is going to get slaughtered by Florida anyway.
That's a good point. That's a good point. We don't really need to keep talking about it. All right, moving on. Vanderbilt and McNeese. I full transparency here, y'all. I taught at Vanderbilt for 3 years, so I cannot go against them. I'm contractually obligated to root for the Commodores or at least pick them. Vanderbilt. Who you got, brother?
I'm going to Scott Vandy, man. Okay. I like Tyler Tanner.
There you go.
He's a hooper. Probably fair to say the best guard that's played there since Darius Garland.
Ooh, well,
even though I know Darius Garland only played a handful of games while he was there.
Yes,
we've seen what he's going to do.
I think he played like 5 games, if I remember correctly, or something like that.
I mean, he's a 2-time All-Star in the NBA, so
it's okay.
You can only imagine what he would have done if he'd played the full season at Vandy. But
so you're saying he went the Darren Peterson route? Is that what we're saying? Or
no, Darius legitimately got hurt, as you can also see by the path of his NBA career. Kid can't stay healthy.
That is true. That is very true. Nebraska, I'm sure you got them over Troy. Yes.
Yeah.
This one though, hey, a lot of people picking the upset. Now we know VCU has a history of running from that 11 seed and making some big waves. Do you see them doing it again here?
No.
Oh no!
even without Caleb.
I was going to say, even without Caleb, that was my next follow-up. Yeah, even without everybody that doesn't know Caleb Foster, is injured, their star player.
Yeah, I think this would be a different scenario if this were like a second round matchup and like Caleb kind of went down in the first round and then they had to. But they know
Wilson, not Foster. My apologies, Caleb Wilson. My apologies.
Yeah,
Caleb Foster's on Duke. We don't want to do that. I might piss some people off. I don't want to get canceled. Right. Sorry. Go
ahead. They know they're not going to have them. They prepared to play without. Like it's just a matter of preparation. So they'll be ready to go.
Look, I'm from Virginia. I love when VCU Rams make some noise in the tournament, and they're 9-1, 9-1 in their last 10. North Carolina is only 6-4. Now North Carolina is 5-2 against top 25 opponents, which bodes well. But I'm going with the upset because they are from Virginia, just like me. VCU with the upset. All right, moving on. I don't think you have Penn over Illinois, correct?
Nah, Keaton for the show, man. Keaton's going to put at least 25.
There you go. Very nice. Now this one, again, some people are saying this could go either way. Number 7, St. Mary's versus number 10, Texas A&M. Who you got?
This one I like St. Mary's, man. They're tough, and I actually get to see them play once a year. You know, the conference tournament is in Vegas every year.
Oh, that's right.
So, they're tough, man. They're tough. They're well coached. They play disciplined basketball, and they can catch Texas A&M basketball wise is no powerhouse, right? They can easily catch a team like that slipping in a 1-game scenario. So definitely going with St. Mary's for the upset here
for the win because they're 7. So it would be an upset.
Yeah, I mean, in Yeah, by name it is.
I know what you mean. Yes,
Yeah.
by brand value.
Yeah, by brand.
By university size. Yes, correct. No, I'm with you. St. Mary's here. They're 22nd net rank in the country. Texas A&M is 44th in the country. Now Texas A&M can get a lot of buckets, 88 points averaging per game. But St. Mary's 8-2 in their last 10. Texas A&M stumbling at 4-6 in their last 10. I am all about momentum, as you can tell. I keep talking about it. I'm all about momentum going into any kind of playoffs, whether it's baseball, football, whatever, basketball, don't matter. Momentum is very important. St. Mary's for the victory. All right, moving into this last game here. I do not think either one of us has Idaho. Idaho.
I think one person does. I think one person does. Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
Is the University of Idaho going to win?
No.
There it is.
And I'm assuming
She's from Idaho.
Okay, your wife was from Idaho. Okay. All right. Hey, by the way, shout out to Jacob and the people that were here at the bracketology yesterday in Nashville. Iowa fans. I forgot to shout them out at the Iowa one, but salute to them. But yeah, anyway, so okay, cool. Let's move it into the third one over here. We got the Midwest. Michigan is going to win that game. Moving into the next one, Georgia.
On top of Michigan, though.
Wait a second.
I haven't won in the first round. But I do have them as the first number one seed to fall.
Okay. So there you go, and we can talk about that in just a second. You'll let me know where you think they're going to. Actually, you might as well just go ahead and say it now, I guess.
Who do you think that's just the weird part. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like, it's not just. I think they're going to be the first. It could be Sweet 16. Could be Elite 8, but I think they'll be.
And again, we expect the number one seeds to do good. So saying that they're be the first one, as you mentioned, could be the Elite 8. So
right.
Okay, got you. All right, cool. But that's good insight. I like that there. Georgia versus St. Louis. A lot of people, again, toss-up game here, but a lot of people choosing the 9 seed, St. Louis. Are you?
Nah, I got Georgia.
Okay.
This is the St. Louis. They play kind of a patient game. They look for the best shot, not the shot. I think that could hurt them in a game like this. I think Georgia's going to come out of the gate fast and kind of get them in St. Louis in a position where they're kind of playing from behind early and come late in the game that looking for the perfect shot. They're going to have to speed up their offense more than they would like to. I'm not saying they'll be down by like 15 or but like a nice 7-8 point constant cushion throughout the game. Could be one of those where they cut it to 3 and Georgia hits a shot to push it back up to 7, something like that. But yeah, I got Georgia winning.
And a lot of people may say that is especially in a name value brand name, as we talked about, would be the team to go with in this matchup. But there's just something I can't do in my heart morally, BG. And I cannot, in good conscience, I cannot, in good moral aptitude, not ineptitude, but aptitude is what I said, go against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I cannot go against Steph Blurry. I cannot go against Milk Chamberlain. I cannot go against Larry Blurred. I cannot go against Robbie Avila and the St. Louis Billikens with the upset here. Yes, that man has moved on and is now playing for St. Louis. Before he was playing there at the with the Sycamores in Indiana State, where the great Larry Joe Bird went to school at. You remember this one? This kid with the headband? You remember him, right?
Yeah.
He's a St. Louis fan. Anyways, that's great.
They got athletes at Georgia, don't.
Yeah. I have to. I probably should choose Georgia, but I can't. I can't. I want to.
Sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants.
I love watching a fat guy get up and down a basketball court. Because I am one of them. Texas Tech and Akron. Now, you are from Ohio. Are you picking the Akron upset?
No. And I mean, the crazy thing is there's some people that say like Akron has a better tournament resume than Miami of Ohio, right? So they're definitely not slouches. They're not slouches, but and it's gonna be tough. I don't see Texas Tech running. They could lose. It's because they could lose. This ain't gonna be an easy one at all. But I don't know. I just think Texas Tech just takes it in the end. Experience plays out in this one, I believe.
Okay. I respect that. I am not trying to pander to the Ohio favorited audience right now, but Akron is 10-0 in their last 10. We keep talking momentum. One thing that does scare me is Texas Tech had the third best strength of schedule, which means they had the third toughest schedule in the country, which means that, damn, they played a lot of hard teams and are fortified in the fire, ready for the playoff, as you mentioned, experienced. But no, I'm going with Akron. I'm going with the Zips for the upset. Plus, you got to get 112 over 5, right? Doesn't that always happen? Like, actually, I've got it for you. Roughly 35% of the games are won by 12 seeds. But we keep seeing it more often nowadays, don't we?
Yeah, I think there's two per tourney.
Lately, these past few years, it has been a lot more. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead, move it down to the next game. Alabama Hofstra. I have Alabama. I don't think you have different.
Nah, Bama's got it.
All right. Moving down, Miami of Ohio and SMU at Tennessee. Now, look, you talked about Miami of Ohio. This was a hugely controversial issue going into the bracket. Actually, we can pull this down for a quick second, bring us back up for a minute. So this Miami of Ohio, they were undefeated in the regular season, and their only loss came in the Mid-American Conference Tournament Championship when they fell to UMass, but it was their only loss in 32 games, going 31-0 before that. Plus, their top 40 wins above bubble and top 30 strength of record. So they have good outlying metrics as well. What are your thoughts on Miami of Ohio? Do you think that they should have had so much consternation to get in? Don't you think that someone that goes, and I shouldn't say don't you think, because that's leading the witness, but would you agree? Because I think that if you're 31-0, you didn't go against the SEC or the Big Ten or the ACC or whatever, but you're still won 31 damn games without losing one. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. First of all, let's how about we get rid of this 68 team crap? What is this? What is this? We have to play a game to get the play in,
right?
Like, no, there are enough colleges out there. Just like, stop being afraid to hurt people's feelings.
Right.
I'm sorry, kids, you weren't good enough. We have a nice tournament called the NIT for you to play in for your consolation prize.
It's right there.
Yeah, like. And if any team shouldn't have to be in one of these first 4 games, it's them. Like you said, they're the only team who finished the regular season undefeated. Like, if that doesn't earn you an automatic end to the 64,
facts.
Like, I don't know what does. So that's the only gripe I have with it. Why are they in this game to have to prove themselves? I hope they win. I hope they win.
And in a bit of poetic irony, a little serendipitous, if you may, Bruce Pearl and Auburn were the ones that got shafted from getting in because of Miami, Ohio getting in. And this is after Bruce Pearl was calling for Miami of Ohio to not get in week after week after week on the bracket show.
Yeah. So I hope they handle their business against SMU, and then I'm picking them to handle their business against Tennessee.
All right, cool. Let me add this back to the stage real quick. I got us in a row. What happened? Uh-oh. Hold on. Having some technical difficulties. We're gonna move it over to the next game, Virginia. I got Virginia over Wright State. Do you as well? While I figure this out. What happened here?
Yeah. It's again another tournament tested team. Defense. It's defense bad. They defense plays out in these early rounds. You get all teams coming off a layover, at least 4 to 5 days off. Time to prepare. You give a defensive team that much time to prepare, you're gonna have a tough afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So especially for a lower tier team, that could be tough.
There you go. All right. We both have Iowa State, no doubt about that. But the last one there, Kentucky, Santa Clara, 7-10 matchup. A lot of people like Santa Clara in this matchup. What are your thoughts?
I'm one of them.
Oh,
Steve Nash be in the crowd watching like a proud dad. Yeah, I like Santa Clara for the upset, man. Kentucky hasn't been Kentucky for a nice little bit.
That's facts. That's very true. Very true.
So.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got Santa Clara as well. Kentucky is net rank of 28th. Santa Clara is 40th in the country. And yes, they played 14 games against top 25 opponents, did UK, so they are very experienced. But I do like the Santa Clara team. And they are not too shabby in the schedule. They played either ranked top 50th. And their momentum 7-3. Again, momentum going into the playoffs. 7-3. Kentucky stumbled 4-6 in their last 10. We're going with the upset here, Santa Clara. All right, moving it into the final one, the West here. We both got Arizona. No need to stop there. Villanova versus Utah State. Some people do have Utah State. What are your thoughts on this game?
Nah, give me Nova, man. Even though there's no such thing as an 8-9 upset. Just give me Nova, man. They're just it's a coin flip, but I feel they're just a better team.
The net ranking does not agree with you. The net ranking has Utah State at 26th and has Nova at 35th. Also, Utah State had a harder strength of schedule, playing the 46th versus the 52nd, so pretty similar.
We got trophies at Nova. We're better.
That's true. But as you just mentioned, with Kentucky, Nova ain't the Nova of old either, though. So, Jalen Brunson and Dante DiVincenzo are not walking through that door. As
they might. They might.
The way that college is letting all these players back in to the what do you think about that, by the way? That's crazy. How these G League players go back? That's wild.
Yeah, we gotta cut this out, man. It's not in football and all. Like we're past the code. The rest of the country is past COVID stuff. It's time that the NCAA get past it too.
Facts. Agreed. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. Wisconsin and High Point. Do you have a 12-5 upset?
No. Give me Wisconsin.
I do think you said you liked Hawaii earlier. What do you think about this 4 versus 13 matchup?
I do like Hawaii, but this is one of those cases I spoke about. Darius A. Cuff Jr.
Woo!
Is going he's going to reintroduce himself to people who don't know who he is.
Can I reintroduce myself? My name is A. Cuff. A to the C Cuff.
Yeah, I look for him now. I'm gonna call it 30+.
I agree. I think that A Cuff is a baller, and as much as it pains me to go against the Rainbow Warriors, since I was stationed there for 3 years and went to many of a Hawaii Rainbow Warrior game on campus. What an amazing campus to party at when you're young and 21 and such beautiful women. Sorry, my bad. I got a little distracted there.
Hey, it's okay, man. I mean, I didn't spend time in Hawaii, but I did spend time in Germany, and hey, Sweet Pea, I love you.
I was born in Germany, and yes, even though they say I was a ladies' man when I was a baby, I don't know if I was that much of a ladies' man. Let's keep it moving. BYU. You talked about it, so I'm assuming you have this victory here because you did say earlier AJ DeBonsa was going to lead them deep into the tournament. Is that what you have?
Again, another one of those dudes. I think, I've said at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to stick to it. BYU to the Final Four. AJ DeBance is going to lead them to the Final Four.
Woo, to the Final Four. Wow, I didn't hear that on your show earlier. Maybe I missed that part.
Yeah,
Final Four. Woo, let's go. All right, cool. There you go. I agree. I got BYU in that one. Although I am not going to say that I could not see an upset happen. I could see one of those teams, depending which, because neither one of those teams are slouches.
Right.
Now, is BYU the better team and has the star player? Yes, on both accounts. But it wouldn't be so far-fetched to see an upset is what I'm trying to say.
True. Agree.
All right, cool. Gonzaga. I got Gonzaga like you got BYU. I got Gonzaga as a Final Four team. They are my sleeper Final Four team. What do you think?
I mean, hopefully we get to see that matchup, right?
Yes, that would be awesome. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, Gonzaga is they're the ultimate Cinderella. They're the ultimate Cinderella. Like they're kind of like Luther Vandross's curl, right? They just can't quite, never really. Yeah, man. One year, they are going to win the whole thing. Like I feel like they have to. Like they kickstarted all of this small school stuff. Like they were the originators, and the fact that they've basically been able to develop into a powerhouse and maintain their status as a powerhouse is amazing. But when are they going to bring one home?
I mean, my belief is that I mean, is this even a real school? Do we know that this exists? Because it seems like they only come around basketball time when it's March Madness, and all of a sudden you got Gonzaga popping up talking about they from Seattle, but ain't nobody heard of no campus old Arizona online bullshit they got going on.
But it's like, man, one of these, like Gonzaga, you gotta finish the deal 1 year once.
I mean, if that's the only sport you got to support, I hope so. With all the NIL money you got going into that bad boy, y'all better win at some point. No, I agree with you. You got to get over the hump at some point, and that'll go into another one of the Final Four teams that I have, which we will give you our picks in just a second once we finish this west side of the bracket here. Miami, Missouri, 7-10. Do you have an upset here?
Yeah, but I don't really think it's an upset.
Okay.
Let's face it. People out there who know me know I'm a Hurricane fan, but Miami's not a basketball school. Let's keep it buck. And we used all our good fortune during football season, so give me Missouri.
There you go. Now, I am, and I believe he's still there, or did he retire? Did Jim Larrañaga retire from Miami? Or is he still coaching Miami?
Let's find out. Oh.
I don't remember if he retired or not. I can't remember. Anyways, the old George Mason coach, Jim Larrañaga, he was the one that took George Mason on their Final Four run. I grew up 10 minutes from George Mason's campus is where I grew up as a kid. So shout out to the George. That's we used to always go to the Patriot Center for all those events and stuff. But yeah, shout out to the George Mason University.
Nope. Jay Lucas.
Jay Lucas.
This is coach at Miami.
Okay, yeah. So Larrañaga been gone for a second. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure. John Lucas is
John Lucas
really?
is
That's John Lucas down in Miami now?
Yeah, John Lucas is his son. John Lucas'
That's
second
his son. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. And then we both got Purdue. No doubt about that there. Now, looking a little forward, we're obviously going to give you our Final Four and our champion picks here. But just future projecting into the second round, knowing what I know now from your picks, I kind of want to see what you think about some games that we could see. So, first of all, you picked Duke as one of your teams to obviously go pretty far. So what do you think about a possible, because this would come obviously before the Final Four, a possible Duke versus St. John's matchup 1 and 5? Do you have thoughts on that?
And that's what I've been kind of pondering. Like, I would not be surprised if the winner of a potential St. John's Kansas matchup.
Ooh, so you might not even have St. John's getting past Kansas then, is what you're saying.
Right. And might not have Duke in by either one of them.
Oh, Okay.
Again, it's another one of those things. Like Darren Peterson is talented enough to beat a team by himself.
Right.
Like he's not projected to be number one pick for no reason. And
Right. Facts.
I would never poo-poo his ability. Like the talent is what it is. It's just his want to play, his will to play the game. But yeah, though, like I would want to see that game more. I would want to see Duke versus St. John's and see how it plays out. And I think the winner of that game would definitely win the region. But yeah, I think that could be a very entertaining game. I think it could be an instant classic per se. And that matchup would make all the controversy about this region worth it, right? Especially if it played out in one of those exciting classic games.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly what I was thinking. All right. Moving on to the South. Here, future projecting your winners. Florida 1-5 again versus Vanderbilt. Rematch of obviously SEC foes. What would you have in this one?
I think Florida got lucky, man. Somebody likes them. Granted, Vanderbilt,
That's what I thought too. That's what I was thinking.
Gave him that L, but this time Florida would see him coming. Florida would see him coming. They prepared. They know what to expect. And I kind of think Florida got to walk to the Final Four.
Ooh, really?
With this region, I don't really see a genuine threat.
Okay, so you're not as high.
Well, I take that back. Houston's until they. I think it's a clear path for Florida and Houston to collide in the Elite Eight.
Interesting, because I mean Vanderbilt is the 13th ranked team in net ranking, so
I know, but
they're a very good team.
Yeah, Florida, what they've been doing in the last couple of years. I think they underestimated them. Mm-hmm. And like I said, now they know what to expect. They see them coming. Yeah, they're not going to sneak up on them. If they see Vanderbilt again, it could be. I ain't gonna say a beat down, but it would be one of those.
Well, it was the first time when Vanderbilt beat them by 17. So
yeah, but it could be the other way around, where it's kind of Florida just controls the game. And it's like, yeah, we ain't playing with y'all, but we're gonna get this dub.
Yeah. Hey, I would agree with you, but again, I am contractually obligated to I'm not.
The heart really wants what the heart wants.
Vanderbilt. Man, I saw them play this past weekend at the SEC tournament at Bridgestone, right up the street. I went and watched the game, nice. And I mean they're a very, very good team. And seeing them in person, I had already seen them once at the campus, but seeing them play in the SEC tournament made me a believer. And I think Vandy is going to pull the upset here over Florida. Now, one thing that does contradict me is what I've been saying all day is momentum. Florida is 9-1 in their last 10, and Vanderbilt is only 6-4. So that would contradict me there. All right. Moving it on into the Midwest region. Again, just future projecting off of the picks that you had here. What would you say if we saw obviously this would be moving into the later rounds if Alabama was able to get there? Alabama and Michigan is a matchup I like.
I think that could be the last we see of Michigan.
Okay. You've got the Alabama over Michigan.
That's if they make
Alabama can get past Texas.
No, Michigan.
Oh,
if
you don't.
Michigan makes it.
Now we're talking. Wait a second.
That's all. I think Michigan's going to be.
Michigan to get through the second round.
I think they're going to be the first number one seed to fall. It could happen in the round of 32.
By process of elimination, it would have to be against Georgia or St. Louis, the winner.
Their game against Duke showed me something. And if you really look at them since that Duke game, they've not been the same. They're coming into that Duke game. They were kind of like invincible.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people had, Michigan, this their year, they're going to the Final Four at least. And since then, they're just regular. They're like Superman without his powers. And I think it's because they really don't have a guy you can give the ball to and say, go get me a bucket. They're a team full of system guys. But with Duke shoulders, if that system ain't working, who do you give the ball to and say, go get me a bucket? And it's like they can't do it. So if you can get them into a game where it's possession by possession, they got to grind it out. And it's here, go get me a bucket. You can get them. And I think Georgia is athletic enough where they could turn that into an ugly game. And they can catch them.
Wow. Now that would kind of contradict, though, the fact that Michigan has what many consider to be the best defense in the country. And when you got that big line, you got 7'2" Adai, who, by the way, they stole from UCLA. Talk about NIL money. Michigan threw a whole big ass offer at Mara, and he left us.
True, anyway. And it doesn't contradict it if their problem is other problem. I didn't say their problem is defense. Their problem is offense.
Right, but you said
who do you give that?
Okay, I see what
right.
You're saying. So you're saying it's going to grind down kind of game then.
Right, and it's like if you need a bucket, they don't have an AJ DeBenson. They don't have a Darius Jacob. They don't have a Cam Boozer.
Right.
It's like you saw them struggle to get a bucket against. That's how Duke won that game.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt, put any of those guys I just named on Michigan and replay that Duke game. They win easy.
And especially missing LJ Kason too.
Yeah, because it's just here. We need two. We haven't scored in 2 minutes. Get us one. Mm-hmm. Get to the free throw line and get something good. But they don't have it, man. And so that scares me.
Yeah, I mean, that is a really good point. When you're best, I mean, I guess most people would consider Yaxel to be their best player, the Lindenberg guy.
Yeah.
And he's only averaging 14.5 points a game. So you have a spot on point there.
Yeah. So we'll see how it plays out.
Okay. And then moving finally over to the West, again, just forward projecting what I'm doing here, y'all, from where Bobby picked his winners. What, and I guess it would be if it got here. I know you have BYU going to the Final Four. So that means that BYU would have to go against Arizona.
I know.
Talk to me about a BYU Arizona game.
Which completely puts me in conflict. Because if you saw Game Time earlier, I would love nothing more for the Arizona Wildcats to win this national title so that Bryce James can walk in his home.
Right. I forgot.
Flash his national championship ring in his dad and his brother's face. Like, look what I got.
That's tremendous.
And matter of fact, walk through the door playing T.I. Shorty, look what I got.
You're so stupid.
You thought you people was hot? Hey, Pops, look what I got. No, but yeah, that's my conflict. But I got to stick with BYU, man. That was my word from the beginning of the season that they would make they win the whole thing, but they would make the Final Four. I got to stick to it.
All right. Hey, as long as you're, we love when someone sticks to their original projections, because that means that the projection you made at the beginning was a really good projection. So you might as well stick with it at that point. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and move into the Final Four and championship picks here. So let me, boom, NCAA basketball. Let's move us back to the forefront. If I could, again, with this crazy screen thing they got going on.
I feel your pain, brother.
There we go. All right. StreamYard always want to be acting up sometimes. All right. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Our Final Four and champion picks. Who are your five? We know BYU is one of them. Who are your other three Final Four teams?
Yeah, I got BYU. I got Duke.
Okay.
I'm gonna take
now. Before you move on, hold on. I have a question for you. Do you not think that the injuries to center Patrick Gongba and Caleb Foster, do you not think that those injuries could possibly trip up Dukies at some point?
No, because you have one of the best 5 players in the nation.
Okay, Cameron Boozer's a beast. That dude is a beast.
And again, more times than not, especially recently, if you have the best player on the floor,
that's facts.
You have a great opportunity to win.
Mm-hmm.
And he is, like I say, I don't think he's the best, but he's top 5 for sure.
Okay.
Like what I do think he's top 5.
All right, cool.
I got who's that? BYU, Duke. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put Houston.
Houston.
And who was the which bracket am I missing? Which bracket am I missing? Put it up again. Let me see the layout.
Boom. There we go.
All right, there we go. Yeah, so we got Duke. Oh yeah, Florida.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you got Florida going to the Final Four. Wait, didn't earlier you just say you didn't believe in them? I thought you just said
no.
That
I said Florida has a walk.
Oh, that's right. You did. That's right. You said they were going to beat Vanderbilt. That's right.
They have a walk until they get to Houston in the Elite Eight. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So then, since we are talking Final Four, talk to me about that game. Talk to me about a Florida-Houston matchup.
That could potentially be the game of the tournament.
Could be.
Yeah, these are two teams that have performed well over the last 5 to 8 years in the tournament
consistently.
Yeah. So that should be a slobber knocker.
Yeah. As Jim Ross would say,
that's what they call it.
Yeah. By the way, what'd you think of that AEW Revolution pay-per-view? I thought that was legitimately one of AEW's best pay-per-views of all time.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh, okay.
I've been running kids on spring break, so I just been hanging out with them all weekend.
No, I feel you. Hey, see if you can find it on YouTube. Sometimes people will. I
heard Ronda Rousey was there.
She was. She showed up for her girl. What's her name? She's always the Moxley's bodyguard. Okay. What's her name? Not Shafir. Yeah. Shafir, Marina Shafir. The problem.
Okay.
She's like Moxley's. Do you watch AEW?
I'll catch it when it's on, but I don't watch it consistently.
You're not it's not like a WWE for you.
No. Okay. And that's different. It's like Raw. All I really get to watch is Raw and the PLEs.
Got it.
Because SmackDown on Friday, I'm on
that's right.
Audible and in the hoop. So my Friday night's done.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool.
It sucks because they're moving Rhea Ripley to SmackDown, and I hate it.
They need to just get rid of that stupid crap, anyways. Nobody even remembers that they have that stupid brand split. Dumb. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? We got some comments. New comment in. Yes. I have what is the analysis by paralysis or paralysis analysis. And I have all these brackets I got to fill out. And then I wait till the last damn minute. So yeah, I need to get on it tonight, right after this show, and fill them out. Make sure y'all fill them out using our Final Four and champion picks, because we only got the right ones for you. So Bobby G, go ahead, hit him with your Final Four again. Because we had a little interlude there.
All right, we're going Duke. We're going Florida. We're going BYU.
What happened?
I think I did miss one.
There we go. What's happening here? There we go. All right. You had Duke, you had BYU, you had Florida, and you had
who I got in the Midwest. Who did I have in the Midwest?
Who'd you have beating Arizona? Was it Arizona? Or
I got BYU beating Arizona.
There we go. All right. So this will be the second time we did this. I swear we're okay. So you got Duke, you got Florida, you got BYU, and then you got who'd you have beaten Michigan?
Let me see. Out of that reason, I had oh yeah, that's the one I missed. I missed that one.
You didn't do that.
Iowa State.
Iowa State. Okay. All right. So you have Duke, BYU, Iowa State, and Florida.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yep. So I got a 6-2 and then 2 1s.
All right. 6-2 and 2 1s for Bobby G. Those are his Final Four picks. My Final Four picks. Look, there's one of these teams you mentioned, and they're going to be my champion, but they're one of those teams that at some point needs to get over the hump here. I also tried to make them not all number 1 seeds, because honestly, I could see all number 1s getting there, because I do think they're tough enough. So I am going to go on one side. I agree with you. Even with the injuries, Duke is oh no, wait, I changed that. My bad. I changed it. I have the upset, St. John with the upset over Duke. So I actually have the Johnnies in my Final Four. I forgot I changed that right before the show because I had to earlier. I got St. John versus Houston on the other side of the bracket. So Houston at number 2, number 5 versus number 2.
Nice.
Because at first I had all ones, and I was like, I don't like doing chalk like that, so I had to switch it up. Because I had Arizona, and then I switched it to Gonzaga. Gonzaga, as I mentioned earlier, in the Final Four. And then I am picking number 1. Shout out to my brother Clutch B. I do disagree with you. I think that Michigan is a tough enough team to make it to the Final Four. I have Michigan as my only number 1 team in the Final Four. So St. John, Houston, Gonzaga, Michigan. Now, who is your national champion?
Florida again goes back to back.
Florida back to back. Don't do this. Don't do that to me.
For the second time.
This is ridiculous.
For the second time, Florida goes back to back.
Yeah, I know, because the last time they beat my UCLA Bruins 2 times in a row, and it pisses me off.
And is there when did they do it the first? Isn't this like almost an anniversary?
It was like 2014 or whatever, where they had Joakim Noah. Oh, bastard, where's he at now?
That was before. Was
No, you're right. No. It was 2006, 2007. Yeah, you're right. 2006, 2007. Yep.
Florida Gators.
It was 2006, 2007. Yep.
Easy way. List.
Rock Chalk has her Final Four: Arizona, Duke, Florida, and Michigan. So she went all number 1s. A little chalk for the Rock Chalk. I see what you did there, Rock Chalk. You went straight chalk on it. All number 1s. I see you. What'd you find out?
Oh, yep. Yeah, it was a year late. It was 06, 07.
That's what I just said. 06, 07.
06, 07. So their year, it is the anniversary of their the second of the back-to-back. Or no, the first of the back. The first.
20 years.
So that would have been dope if this was their first, and then next year they'd be going for a back-to-back. A 10-year back-to-back replay would be absolutely sick.
Wow. There you go. Bobby G has chosen Florida to be his number 1 national champion for this bracket. And then I am going to, and I mentioned this earlier, so at some point, this team has to get over the hump. And I feel like this team...
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it to myself. I have to. And it's probably going to come back to bite me in the ass, because they're probably going to lose like they do every other time. But, man, and I don't know if you agree with me, I feel like Kelvin Sampson has had this same team for 20 damn years. I feel like all these players are like 18-year seniors, and they need to win this at some point. And they have been on the precipice. What an amazing word for a Puerto Rican on a live TV show. Shout out to Conan. Prayers up, my brother. But on the precipice of a championship for years now and have not gotten over the hump. I am going to say that they finally get over the hump. Houston is my national champion this year, and they will do it over, I believe I had them beating Michigan. Yeah, because Michigan beats Gonzaga in the Final Four.
All right.
So Houston, Michigan, I'm just writing these in so I can put them up and everybody sees them. Gonzaga. Who was my other one? Houston, Michigan, Gonzaga. Oh, man, now I'm blanking on who it was. Shit. What did I just say? Houston, Michigan, Gonzaga. Oh, St. John's. That's right.
Right.
With the upset over Duke. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and post this so y'all know. Boom. There's your Final Four picks if you want to take it to the bank. BG got Florida, Duke, BYU, Iowa State. The winners are in front, so he has Florida. And then I have Houston, Michigan, Gonzaga, St. John's, with Houston as my national champion. Rock Chalk, that Arkansas versus Ole Miss game was good. Let's go Ole Miss. Surprise Cinderella.
Okay.
She says about Ole Miss. So, yeah, we could definitely see that. Ole Miss always in the running there. Any other thoughts on this? What is going to be an amazing tournament, my friend?
I just want to see that. I mean, because everybody knows this draft class is deep with talent.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you. Yes. No, thank you for saying that, because I did say we were going to talk about that. So I wanted to kind of merge into a little bit of just briefly talking about the stars that we're going to see here in this tournament, because the NBA draft, especially at the top, as you mentioned, with DeBoncha, with Boozer, with Peterson, we are going to see a lot of these really good players that are going to be fighting for the top spots in this NBA draft. So again, in the East region, you've got Cameron Boozer at Duke, Darren Peterson at Kansas. If Mikael Brown Jr. can come back healthy, him at Louisville is a great player. We talked about LeBaron Philon at Alabama, Christian Anderson Jr. at Texas Tech, Nate Ament at Tennessee. You got Thomas Howe at Florida, Kingston Flemings in Houston. You mentioned Wagler earlier, Keaton Wagler, Illinois, Tyler Tanner for Vanderbilt here in Nashville. Darius Acuff, we talked about him. You've mentioned AJ DeBonta a whole bunch already. You got Brandon Burries and Koa Pete at Arizona. So a lot of really, really good players. Talk to us about what you feel.
This isn't going shouldn't be or should not be a tournament where guys kind of hide behind their team. I want to see guys step up. I want to see somebody say whether they're trying to win the chip or whether they're trying to show out to for better draft position.
Right.
Hey, Acuff is on me. I'm trying to show out. You're not the best point guard in the nation. I want to see these guys take it personal.
Right.
And if that happens, it's gonna be a very exciting tournament. We see a lot of plays, and I want to see the guys who don't know. I mean, give me that seventh man off the bench from freaking Utah State to have a great game out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, who is it? Like, I want to see some of that. So I think this is a tournament for it, and I'm here for it. I think it's gonna be very exciting from game one to the championship game. So.
Yeah, like I said, as always, March Madness is, I'm sure for you and definitely for me, one of my favorite sporting events of the year. Definitely, probably even top 3 sporting events of the year is March Madness, and just everything that comes to it and the excitement. And again, even if you're not a basketball fan, that first weekend of just games going all day, and you're seeing all these different buzzer beaters and comebacks and all this stuff is really, really amazing. So yeah, you don't have to take off of work if you're not a huge basketball fan, but I know I'm glad that I'm a business owner and that I work from home and that I have multiple TVs and laptops, because I'm going to have 5-screen setup going on. I'm going to have both my big screen TVs. I'm going to have all my laptops going. I'm going to have the phone going. I'm going to have all the games going on at once. Definitely agreed there. Said favorite time of year. Let the March Madness begin. That is right. Also says, what about Trey White from Kansas? So there you go. Kansas Jayhawk fan there going in for their team. Hey, look, y'all are always going to be a powerhouse. Although, as I agree with what BG said earlier about Bill Self going through one of his harder years. I was dying when y'all were talking about that shit. That was funny.
Yeah. And he's talking about coming back to school. How do you, if I'm Bill Self and I hear him say it, I might quit. If you come back to school, I may quit, young fella.
You then gave me so many grades. Forget this shit. By the way, DeBoncha is the mock draft right now, the current number 1 for the NBA draft. Darren Peterson, the aforementioned, who we were just talking about, is mocked right now. This is the Athletics mock draft, by the way, per the Athletic. He's mocked number 2 to the Wizards right now in theirs. And then at number 3, they have Cameron Boozer going to the Hawks at number 3.
Not mad at that. That would put Jalen Johnson back to his natural position at the 3.
Very true. I like Boozer. I think Boozer should be number 1. If you're asking me, if it were me picking, I would pick Boozer number 1. Me personally.
Fair.
You have the pedigree. His dad was already an all-star in the league.
True.
So you already know he's going to be good. And he's already built like a grown-ass 29-year-old man, even though he's only like 18. So he's going to be bodying people in the league. Rounding out that top 5, you got Caleb Wilson going to the Indiana Pacers at 4, and the Brooklyn Nets taking Kingston Flemings, your boy, at number 5.
Nice.
Oh,
nice,
look, your
nice.
boy Keaton Wagler. They got going to Utah at 6. So,
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That right there doesn't make sense. You got Keontae George having a hell of a season. It's kind of his coming out party, and you got Isaiah Collier. I feel you kind of set in the backcourt.
And they got a lot of good young talent there in Utah. They're building a nice young squad there.
Oh yeah,
Let me
for sure.
let me round out the top 10 just because Dallas Mavericks at number 7 taking a tough, who we talked about.
That could be a problem.
Pairing him with Flag, yeah, that'd be something else. Mikael Brown, aforementioned Louisville, going to Memphis Grizzlies at 8. 8 Ament going to pair with Giannis if he's still there in Milwaukee at number 9, which he probably won't be. What do you think about that? Do you think Giannis will be traded this offseason?
If they can't find a way to upgrade, if you can find a way to upgrade, then you do it. But if you can't, I think it's time to move on.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Especially in a draft that's loaded. Try and get some picks.
Oh man, prayers up to Bill Self. Apparently, he having heart problems.
Yeah, so, shout out.
Yeah, prayers up for you, brother. Definitely don't let Devonta come back because you're gonna have a lot more to worry about than just prayers up for you, brother. Okay, cool. Couple other notes. NCAA is using tech to monitor tournament officials. So check this: if a referee that is working in the tournament or even opens a sports betting account, the NCAA will automatically be notified. So they are on lockdown for making sure that there's no improprieties or any shenanigans happening.
All you gotta do is get your cousin to do it. Hey Jimbo, go ahead and sign. Yeah, you know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. Any other thoughts, my brother?
Oh, that's it, man. Definitely send shouts out and prayers to Scott Cobb and the Cobb family, man. Shout out to my bro, one of our brothers in the podcast community, and just sending that healing energy his way.
Yes, sending it your way, healing and positivity, my brother. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Bobby G is always coming through in that clutch when I need him to. So please let the people know once again where they can find you at.
Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays, Game Time 216 at 2:16 Eastern. Me and the homie Big Mike from the Man Cave. Shout out. Catch us there or on Network 216. Thursdays and Fridays, Audible Sports Podcast. On Thursdays, we're doing our Thursday night post-game show. Yes, we know it ain't no game, but it's still the post-game show. We're covering the off-season. And of course, Friday, we're just wilding out. This Friday, actually, we're reviewing the list of the top 25 college players of the century, of this century. So we're going to review that list that was put out earlier.
Wait, basketball or
top college basketball players of this century.
Okay.
We're going to review that list, and then of course Thursday again. Check us out. Check me out with the Rec Room Sports crew on Rec Room Sports Radio, 690 AM Jacksonville ESPN Radio. So.
Congrats again.
Thank you, sir.
Big up and big blessings to my big bro over here, BG, doing big things with his boys at Rec Room, new on ESPN Radio. So you want to make sure you tap in with the Audible podcast. Make sure you tap in with Rec Room because they are doing big things and going big places. ESPN Radio, that's big time, my brother. Congrats again.
And we did get our welcome to the big league moment. We got bumped last week for the Big Ten tournament.
Never thought you'd say getting bumped felt good, but damn it, man, it feels good. Hey, shout out Rock Chalk. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to everybody that.
And I subbed Rock Chalk. I subbed, so I want to hear some good true crime. So I'm a huge true crime fan. So
there you go.
I'm all for it.
Yes, please make sure you tap in if you do like true crime with Rock Chalk at Rock Chalk True Crime as well. Shout out Canteen and Flo there at the Bottom Line Sports. Y'all can tap in with the Bottom Line Sports Facebook group. Shout out, brother. All love to you. Enjoy your evening as well. Yes, enjoy that bourbon. Hopefully, what are you sipping on? Some Makers, some Jameson. What you got going on there? But yeah, salute to you, my brother. Enjoy that and have a wonderful evening. That being said, For Bobby G, I am the sports professor. Make sure you catch me and Bobby G and other people at Ballin' Buds, BALLANDBUDS on YouTube. You can also follow on Instagram. There is a handy QR code right up there at the top. Take that to our link tree. You can find all of Ballin' Buzz social media. We really appreciate the support. Hit that like button, whether watching now or on the replay, as it really helps both of us out in this algorithm. It boosts us up so more people can check out the content that they are missing. And again, for everybody else,
somebody did want to say, somebody wanted to say what's up before you got out of here too.
Nope, not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Don't do it. That's great. I knew it was gonna happen. I was waiting for it. Oh, I love it. Damn, the two best times. A few weeks ago, you got Averill, and you said somebody was gonna I think it was like a Valentine's Day one, and you said someone was going to take her out. I was like, that's rough. I was like, that's foul as shit, bro. That's hilarious. And then when you got Mar the other day, because Mar was like, he checked you twice. He was like, nah, you ain't going to do it. Don't even do that. And then you still got him on the third time. I was dying. That is hilarious. All right, y'all. We had a great time today. Really appreciate y'all tuning in again. Until next time. By the way, next time I will be on for sure. I may come on this week and do my solo show, but if not, next week on Thursday. Oh, actually, this is a good time to announce this since you're here. Next Thursday, I will be doing my Super Baseball preview. Averill from the Audible podcast will be there. Mar should be joining us as well.
Nice.
AP, Alan Perales from Rec Room will be there as well. So we're going to have a whole big crew doing the baseball preview. That will be next Thursday at 7 Eastern. Sorry, because y'all go on at 9. Yeah. 7 Eastern time. Special time. We're going to go on because there's going to be baseball all day. That's opening day. We're going to go on at 7, and we're going to lead you right into the Audible podcast where you'll be able to then co-catch BG, Mar, and Averill talking football at 9 p.m. Eastern. So next Thursday, 7 Eastern, Ballin' Buds, baseball preview. We will see you there. Bobby G, I'll holler at you, my brother.
Peace.
Peace.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair faking boat. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated folk.
Balls and buds by my side, the crowd's all here. Jabs and hooks, rhythm like a thunderstorm. Knockout vibes, this is how legends are born. Gloves up, fight hard, hearts on fire. Balls and buds, we take it higher. Hear the crowd roar. Balls and buds run this town. Raise a fist, hear the anthem ignite. Rock Chalk family. We settle the score.